Hello and welcome to Silverstone Grand Prix circuit for round 4 of the Tristan I Know Ultimate Racing League. This is going to look like a fantastic race. Let's see how the grid lines up. Here is your grid lineup for today. First in the Mercedes is Andreas Traub. Second, Stefan Almeida, also in a Mercedes. Third is Espen Gundersen, in a Mercedes. Fourth is Andreas van Wingerden, in a Mercedes. Fifth is Corotana Abe, in a Mercedes. Sixth is Matthew Mull, also in the Mercedes. Seventh is Rene Hoerman, in a BMW 2002. Eighth, James Woolard, in an Escort. Ninth, also in a Ford Escort, Stefan Goldenberg. 10th, in a Ford Escort of blue and white coloration, is Benjamin Fischer. 11th, in a BMW, is Thomas Melhofer. 12th, in an Escort, is Thomas Honan. 13th, in a BMW 2002, Damien Farlow. 14th, in the black and white Ford Escort, is David Marin. 15th, in a dark blue and white Ford Escort, is Matthias Beck. 16th, in the BMW, is Jussi Vujami Karjainen. 17th, in a red and gold Ford Escort, is Tristan I Know. And in final position on the grid, also in a red and gold Ford Escort, is Michael Milam. The lights are out and it's go, go, go. We are watching first place Mercedes here on the run down to turn 1. Lots of cars have gone through here. Can he retain the position? And there is Tristan I Know in that red and gold Escort, as he powers his way through the field. An all-German battle up front here. And there goes Tristan I Know through into 4th position. But he will quickly be out-dragged by the might of the V8 AMG Mercedes. Here is the on-board view of Tristan I Know's start. As you can see, he goes past quite a lot of people and just manages to get the jump on quite a lot of his competitors. Makes a bit of contact with the Mercedes there, but quickly gathers it back up to head into a respectable 4th position and quickly falls back to 5th. Let's have a look at Stefan Almeida as he passes his teammate to go through into first. And there now in 5th position is the escort of Tristan I know. He goes round the outside into 4th position now. Almeida into 2nd. Let's have a look on board Tristan I know as he comes down the stretch into the chicane here to complete the first lap. And you can see he's already quite a lot faster as he goes through on the inside of the second part of the chicane into 3rd position here at Silverstone. Can he get any more positions perhaps? And the little British car, very mighty in the corners, and the big German V8 monster has very much more strength in the straights. The little escort holding the big German off round the corners, but it just comes lumbering past down the straight. And there is a second one alongside him there, but he does manage to keep that one off. Except it pulls out again to try and get the move done here. And it does temporarily, bit of contact there. But that seems to be this battle done. Let's have a look at our leader, Epson Gunderson. So he comes over the hill followed by his teammate into the braking zone, and that is Gunderson retaining the lead through there. And the little escort fighting to maintain his position behind. And he has gone through in the braking zone there. That is Tristan I know up into 3rd position once again, behind Almeida and Gunderson. Gunderson in the number 78 Mercedes, followed by the number 79 Mercedes of Almeida, followed by number 74 red and gold Ford Escort of Tristan I know. As they're 3 wide back there, trying to get the move done around the outside of the slow Escort. As Gunderson slow through there. And the Escort drops back into 4th position there after the long hanger straight. Can he regain the position through this corner here? The Escort alongside, but cannot get past the big V8 lump of a Mercedes. And that is Almeida through into the lead after an amazing move, and that's Tristan I know back through into 3rd position on the 4th lap here. Let's have a look at that a bit later on. Back round through the corner here, the little Escort getting tightly followed, or not so tightly anymore, but the threat of the big V8 Mercedes is still there, as delivered by Matthew Mull. And there's the train of cars going through. And let's closely follow Matthew Mull as he powers down the straights towards the little red and gold Ford Escort. Pulls out round the outside here. Can't make it stick in the heavy lump of metal. And instead gets hit by the car behind him. Who is that? That is Abe. In the black and red Mercedes. Tristan, I know, slowly losing his advantage here as the tyres on his little Ford Escort do eventually go stale. And there he is, you can see he's running a lot deeper into the first part of the chicane. And that has lost him some ground over that big Mercedes, which in fact has gone through here. And there's contact. Here we go, the Mercedes around the outside. Can the Escort hold him off? In the braking zone. Yes, he does. And he comes out with about a 0.2 second advantage over it. So here is how the standings are. Almeida, followed by Gunderson, followed by Matthew Mull, then Ape, then Tristan I know. That is your top 5 as it stands currently. On lap 5. The little Ford Escort gaining ground on Ape. Ape slow after the long, fast corner here. And instead, Tristan I know choosing to duck into the pits, cutting a bit of the grass there. Let's have a look at our leaders now. Almeida, beginning lap 6 of the 12 allocated for this race. It's a very steady lead, and halfway through this race, this is where the pit window starts to open for a lot of these drivers. Getting a bit hazy here, the weather. And it is an all Mercedes, I think, up to the top 6 cars here. Almeida with a 0.5 second gap to teammate Gunderson, who chooses to pit this lap. Let's see, is there anyone in the pit lane? Yes, there is. That is Ape, diving into the pits. Let's see, does anyone else follow him in? A long pit lane here at Silverstone. Heading in. Let's have a look back at the lead. It's a three-way battle here for the lead. It's very close between Gunderson, Almeida and Thomas Mole. Lap 7, Almeida goes through into the lead over teammate Gunderson. Let's see, do any of them choose to pit? Cars cutting across to try and get their allocated spot in the pit lanes perhaps. And that is number 4 car, Matthew Mull, cutting the chicane quite heavily. Tristan, I know, up into 12th position. Here we go through the second corner on the run into very tight turn 3 here at Silverstone. A lot of speed lost from these big V8 monsters. And it's so hazy that it perhaps looks like fog. And it's a dive from Matthew Mull. Can't get it completed though. Here we come. Closing in on lap 9. And that is Gunderson diving into the pit. On to lap 9 now. Tristan, I know, slowly making up positions from his early pit strategy. Here we go, back up to turn 3. Matthew Mull tries to get it dived up the inside of Almeida. No one close enough to try to go for a move here. And let's have a look back at Tristan, I know. He's coming up to the third corner here. He runs very deep on the grass and he's gone round. Keeps it going. Doesn't come to a complete stop. We'll have to show that on a replay. Here is the onboard footage of when Tristan, I know, went round at turn 3. You can see he just goes wide, puts a bit too much throttle on when he's on the grass, and that just sends the car round. Manages to get it turned the right way back around though. However, it does seem he does cut up another driver. Back up to our leaders. Still no one pitting. That's Matthew Mull trying to get the best of Almeida, and he's done it. Matthew Mull into the lead on lap 10 out of 12. Of course, both of these cars still yet to pit. Let's have a look at the Battle of the Escorts back here. P9 of 18. Tristan, I know. Three escorts in a row. Only one can come out on top, and it looks like Tristan, I know, as he pulls away down the straight. And Rennie Werman here in his BMW 2002. Also chasing up that pack. Statistically the faster vehicle. Let's see if he can do anything down the straight. About the same amount of performance when it comes to turning in the Beamer. However, a more powerful engine allows it to catch up on the straights. But just not enough on the go here. But it does try and move around the outside of Benjamin Fisher. Sorry. Both BMWs going through on James Woolard in his escort. Have a look back up at the lead, as it's Almeida and out, and will be pitting on the final lap. Very lonely race here for Almeida. And instead, let's have a look at the driver who will be taking his position. As it stands, Andreas van Windingen will be taking the lead of this race on the final lap. In the blue and red Mercedes. Here we go, very much closing the gap now as Almeida makes the run into the pit. And we get here we go, on to the last lap of the race here. It's a certified win for Andreas van Windingen. Let's have a look back at Tristan, I know, as the car behind is within a second here. And what would you know? It is Werman, the escort, hopping over the curbs. Werman really closing the gap here. We'll check back on this as we watch Windingen cross the finish line. Still a while to go until that happens. Let's have a watch back. As the escort goes round the corner, that is Werman very close to his position there. Only 18 seconds behind the leader. Here comes Windigan into the final chicane here to take the win at Silverstone. And it's a lovely win. Here we are with that battle. It's a final corner battle. The BMW goes ahead. The Escort makes a bit of contact. The Beamer brakes for some reason, and that is Tristan Ino across the line ahead of the BMW. Here is your race from Silverstone.